All right, guys, welcome. This is the Barber Buzz.
I think we need to start with this every time.
yes.
Just like,
Start with this?
Yeah,
Cheers.
start with this. Wait, 6 feet. But
We're back with a
We touched
podcast because we're bored. This is not quite a week since we've been. Tomorrow will be a week since we've been shut down. And today, our governor of Colorado officially issued the stay-at-home clause, I guess, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Shit's fucked.
bro, is that,
Shit's so fucked.
So now stay at home.
All right.
Essential personnel only.
does that mean you can go to work?
That means I can go to work
What the
because
fuck?
I'm a grocery store worker now,
We're gonna go get babysitting jobs.
and I'm essential.
Oh man.
All right, so what are you up to right now? What's your
Yeah.
what's your quarantine thing looking like?
So our kids, my wife has all of our kids doing school,
Nice.
curriculum that was sent home, and stuff that she started on her own, including spelling tests even for our high schooler, and handwriting. Yeah.
Way to go, Christy.
So yeah, they're busy,
Nice.
and
And you just gained some employment.
I gained some employment.
are
I
you
got
working?
on the city market here in town.
Hell
So
yeah.
Nice.
good old Kroger
Cheers
store.
to that.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
There you go.
Today
Yeah.
was
New
my third
adventure.
There you
day
go.
working in the dairy department. I can tell you where all the cheese, milk,
You're the-
juice, and everything
How was
is.
that though? Like
It's
first day of
so
a real
fun.
job.
Brandon-
Get the.
Brandon's
so
a milkman.
fun.
He's the milkman
They
now.
told me to slow down.
Whoa there, Parker. You're
You
showing a
need
little
to-
too much effort.
Well, they're sport.
You know what's hard for me?
Uh,
In an 8-hour shift, I have to take 2 15-minute breaks and a lunch.
What do you do, bro? Do you just pace around and
Yeah,
think of what you're
like-
gonna do next? Like,
Take a break?
Oh.
Who takes breaks?
What the fuck?
We don't take breaks
I
as
would've took
barbers.
a-
We
I would've
just
took a couple naps.
Did you take a nap in your car?
Ate
No,
some
I
pizza
didn't nap.
pockets.
No.
Hey, it'd be like, you know what? I think Jacob.
Jacob, I feel like you should go
Jacob's
do
not.
that.
He might not make it back from the quarantine. Man. He might be working at the fucking milk room. In the city office. So you make it. We get 2 breaks and a lunch.
What?
This is a fucking dream.
Yeah, but the lunch is only 30 minutes.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, lunches are only 30 minutes.
That would suck.
Jacob's
Deal
gonna take an
breaker.
hour regardless.
You know what though? It goes so fast because like today I went in at 8. I took my first break at 10. I took my lunch at noon, and I took my second break at 2.
There you go.
And then it was time to go home. Like it
So
went
you're just
so
training
fast.
right now?
No, well, so Monday I did some training on the computer, and then after my lunch they sent me to dairy,
Nice.
and
What kind of training do you have to do?
it's just all that. It's all the safety stuff. All
You can
the
hold a weapon.
no, huh?
Yeah, it's like you can hold a weapon. Like you had to pass that test. No.
Yeah, to pass my my box knife
Your
safety
box-
test.
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like we need to put people that come work here through that test. We're gonna show you how to use a razor without cutting people.
Jacob, you really need that one.
I got a heavy hand, bro. All right, you know.
It's like Jacob.
Dude, I was gonna try to go switch hitter, but you know what I mean. Try left hand and see if that's better. But I ain't about to go down that road. So,
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
you know,
just.
I'm just.
That's
it's like,
a
yeah,
definite
don't
I'm
experiment.
learning. I watch you guys all the time. I mean, I try to.
If you're gonna switch hit, bro, you better up your barber insurance.
Dude, speaking of that, bro, I got that bill like 2 weeks ago, and that's a big bill that I cannot do right now just because everything's going on, you know. But never expected. Yeah, my pops was telling me, you know, never know what life's gonna throw at you. So
You gotta pay that insurance.
Yeah.
I know.
Why do we
when I
pay
come
insurance?
back, though, you know what I mean.
Why do we pay insurance?
Just in case,
For
you know.
what could
What if?
happen.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And
I'll
I'm
tell
a
you
new
what.
barber.
I worked at this place in Springs. I'm not gonna name names.
Uh-oh, no name drops. Bro.
But this cat, he was shaving this dude's face, and he dropped his straight razor on this guy's face.
oh, bro.
Oh my god.
And the guy wasn't even like
God.
from town. He was literally like just got done with a conference. He was getting on a plane, going to another conference in another state. And this guy dropped his straight razor on his face.
Got him.
Oh, dude, got him bad. He had to go. The manager had to take him to the hospital, get stitches on his face.
No, was it bad? Did you see the whole thing go down?
No, I wasn't there.
Oh,
but
dude.
trust me, everyone freaking told me what happened.
Dude, I
And,
couldn't imagine.
This cat was still working, bro, because you know what? That place that we were at, they had some killer ass
They got-
insurance.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
You
yeah.
can cut a client's face up and still hold a job the next day.
Hopefully the Hartford is just as good.
He
No.
clocked- he clocked right back.
Shout out to the Hartford.
Shout out to the Hartford.
Jacob.
Yes.
We'll see. Hopefully never have to use that. But
Jacob,
Yeah.
what have you been doing,
Dude.
this past week, my guy?
I haven't got off the couch since we left. No, obviously, like I'm getting fatter.
Get
Like
big.
this whole quarantine thing, all I've done is eat, and I've had plans to go work out. It's just haven't made connected. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that it starts with plans that you can actually make. Like
Yeah,
nothing before noon.
absolutely. Yes, because like, afternoon, it's
That's
just
a good
like,
theory, but
What are you
man,
gonna
should
you gotta
I,
execute.
should I or should
No
I not?
organic motivator killer, bro.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do when you have to start coming back to work at 8 o'clock?
I gotta adjust at least the week before. I'll have an adjustment.
Why
week.
don't you just stay?
No,
getting
I
up
know,
early?
and I need to do that. Like, in just
Dude. I haven't gotten up like out of
Yes.
bed probably before noon in like the past 4 days now.
Really?
dude.
Not
must
me.
be nice.
I had to
Oh,
work.
it's nice.
I had to work some shifts in the morning.
Yes.
So tomorrow I have a meeting. I'm gonna go work with the Boys and Girls Club.
Good for you, bro.
Uh,
Nice,
Yeah.
nice, very
so
nice.
I got a meeting tomorrow, got training the next day, and then Monday. I don't know what they're gonna have us do. They're talking like I read the email.
Yeah.
And it was like classroom, so I don't know if like Mr. V Hill is gonna be teaching some
Oh
kids some
no!
stuff.
Oh no! Boy.
I'm like, dude,
That's like that reminds me like you teaching kids reminds me of like a Dave Chappelle skit
Right?
from like the Chappelle Show.
Yes, bro.
I'm excited. It's gonna be weird having like they told me the name of my direct supervisor, and that sounded funky. I was like, oof.
Oof.
It's been a long time since I've had
Yeah.
to report
Have
to
one of
anybody.
those,
yeah. So it'll be fun. I'm
And Amy,
excited.
you're
Good.
working at Boys and Girls Club too.
Yep, I'm gonna do it
Guys are
too.
gonna-
So we're gonna go
gonna
take
team
our
up?
CPR class together on Friday.
Did you do your little thing, screening, whatever?
What screening?
Your background check.
Yeah.
Oh, you did that already?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had
Have
to do that
you?
too.
Oh wow!
Oh, okay.
Just so I don't look like a total lazy degenerate, I was riding and I caught up with some guys, and they're like in the hardware business. They told me that they may be looking for drivers. So I was like, shit. You know, if you need a driver, hit me up. I'll totally deliver parts for you guys.
Can you
so.
do that with your record?
Hey. I don't think they can. You know,
What the
they,
fuck,
they,
man?
they,
Just
they
walk
need
out.
people right now. They don't. They overlook
Yeah.
some things like that.
I don't think they overlook your driving.
Just a
record.
couple speeding tickets, bro. It's all right.
Well, a couple speeding tickets. I don't think.
Maybe
Yeah.
they'll like that
Yeah.
and know their parts are gonna get there quick.
Like
Like, fuck yeah, you're just the guy
you know,
we need.
but I don't know.
How's my
Like
driving?
I don't know if like auto repair shops are part of the essential.
Oh, right.
Gotta keep
Yeah.
America moving, man. I wouldn't see
Dude.
why not.
I would think like the garage and stuff would be open, but
Because I've talked to a couple of people in town that own repair shops, and they've said that they've had to cut some staff, and
Imagine opening a
There's-
business this year.
there's not a lot.
Jeez.
Yeah, imagine like you're
Oh my
like you
gosh.
just get your business
What
like
this is-
open off the ground and
First year
fucking
feels.
boom, COVID-19 comes and
Well,
fucks all your plans.
look
up.
at one business in particular that I can actually name is Rose Injectables.
yeah.
You know, they just started in 2020.
Yeah, very true.
And here we go.
Yep. They're
That's
close
crazy.
too, right?
I don't know if they're closed or not, but because they do offer some medical things like IV bags and that. I don't
I
know.
wonder if they get like a loophole that they can kind of slide into with all
Yeah.
that because she is medical and all that.
Mhm.
So, but I don't know.
So it's restaurant, bars, like all that. I mean, tattoo, like the whole nine. You can't even go
It's-
get a bagel now, right?
It's basically going to shut down all of our main street here in Canyon City.
Really, completely. Like, there's no like takeout for restaurants or anything like
I
that.
think you can
Takeout
still
is
do
still-
Still
takeout.
do
Yeah.
that. That doesn't
And
count.
they're
with the whole-
encouraging that.
Yeah, definitely.
But yeah, I mean it's basically
I have
just
already
stay
heard
home.
though that this is already just the timeline is going to cause some local businesses to shut the doors for good.
Of course.
Yeah.
So we, as Phil's Barber Company, are actually kind of lucky that we have some other things that we can kind of do just to pass the time, and that we're going to come back to a pretty comfortable situation once this lift is off.
Do you know how fucking busy we're gonna be? When
It's going to be busy.
Yeah, I hope you guys are ready for like
Oh,
extended
dude,
hours.
oh.
and
Yeah.
Make
It's
some money.
Extended
Be
hours for
working
sure.
We're gonna
7
walk
days a
walk
week.
in, walk in.
You gotta think we're gonna be doing all of our spring break rush, like
On top of
Just the
like
norm.
Easter.
like all
Yeah.
these people, like it's gonna be nuts.
So April 30th, you think it's still gonna?
Well, I don't know. I've heard mixed things. I've heard the president saying that he wants to open the country back up
In like 2 weeks or
yeah,
by
the 12th.
Easter.
12th Easter, which I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Or if that was just
It's
part of the
sounds kind of
stimulus.
wishy-washy to me, man.
well, a lot of it I think was when the first stimulus package failed. I think that it was a means to get people back to work
Mhm.
if the stimulus failed. But now I heard that the stimulus didn't fail, and that it actually
they just agreed on some
terms, right?
which it was like
$1,200 an adult,
adult, 500 a kid, which
$500 for a kid under 17 for
Okay.
each kid under 17.
gotcha.
Which that's a huge payday in my family.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I
Right.
got 2 baby mamas. I'm sure we're gonna have to hash out who's gonna get
He was splitting them up.
who's gonna get that money.
I just let
I
mine
vote
go.
me, but
I didn't
you
put
go
this with
sour.
You're just forfeiting yours.
Forfeit. I don't want to do it. So we're good. We'll just call it even.
Just call it 12
Yeah.
and end it there. Right?
Yeah, we're
Dude,
good.
$1,200,
We're
man.
good.
Like, shoot, that'd get me all the way out of this thing, man.
It's a rent payment.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude,
you know,
like, that's like my
mortgage payment,
biggest
absolutely.
bill right now is just
Yeah.
rent, but even
Yeah.
rent's not that bad.
Pay all the bills
Oh
for
shit! So my landlord came by, and like my property manager came over. They were just kind of like checking the place out because they just bought it, and my property manager had a Rick and Morty hat on. So like me and that kid, like dude, I think I got a
Bonded.
new fucking buddy because like that dude came
Bonded.
and hung out for like an hour, bro. We were just hanging out, bullshitting, talking about
nice.
freaking nerd shit. So
Is he your age or?
I don't know how old the
Oh,
guy is,
yeah.
but he seems like a nice guy. I got to get in good with the landlord because I hate my neighbors. I want them out. So I'm like, yeah, man. There's like people in and out of this place, and we look in the backyard. They don't have trash service. There's trash all over the backyard, dude.
Oh,
it looks
man.
like a freaking
Which is it?
junkyard.
Like the one that's over here, over
The
here?
middle one. The middle one.
Oh no, bro.
Not the cat on the,
You know,
on the end.
I was leaving the other day, and like my little sister pops her head out. I was like, what the? I was like, I haven't seen.
Oh, is that your people over there?
Like I haven't,
better
I
talk
haven't
to
seen
him.
her in months,
What's her
bro.
name?
Lindy, yeah. The Looster.
Heard you're the looster.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's like,
Don't talk about your sister like that.
No,
bro.
that's just a nickname. You know what I mean?
I'm tired of Fruity Pebble boxes blowing into my backyard, so you better handle that shit.
And dude, yeah, I don't get involved. Just giving you a heads up, you're in for it. No.
Well, let's talk about barbering for a second.
Let's get off this shit.
Yeah. So when all this first hit on the 19th, we obviously shut down our website. But as of today, the website is back up. All appointments up until May 1st are blocked out, but you can start booking appointments from May 1st on. So feel free, philsbarbercompany.com. If you want to be one of the first in the rush,
Yeah, lock that shit down because it's those
get
spots
in
are gonna
there
be
and
full.
log on and book those appointments now because it's going to be a crazy rush once we open back the door right there. So definitely it's back open. You know, do your due diligence and
I just hope I don't get too used to Chill Town. I'm like, you know what, man? I think I'm gonna let Barber and go. I think I'm just gonna,
Oh no.
just gonna hang out.
You're just gonna chill.
Now my job's just temporary, which is fine because I didn't want to like have someone hire me and then like be amazed at my baller ass work ethic and then.
well, and
just dip
obviously
on
my position's temporary as well. And you know, most of the people that I work with now are all our clients. So
Yeah, that's the thing about this Boys and Girls Club. I'm sure I'm probably gonna know most of the kids there.
right, and you'd be surprised today when I was working in the dairy aisle, stocking that cheese.
Oh,
How
man.
many of our clients
Sticking that cheese.
were rolling by, going, "What are you doing here?" And
It's like
You're looking at a man that's hit rock bottom.
yeah, I was like, "Can't cut hair right now. You got to do something."
Yeah.
Oh,
It's like,
man.
cool story, man. Let me get that cheddar.
Yeah.
Is that sharp? That sharp? No, give me the medium sharp.
There's a lot of different types of cheeses. I learned that.
Dude.
I thought there was 2 types of cheese, white and yellow.
Kraft,
Apparently there's a lot more.
Kraft singles and shredded mozzarella.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you get.
Oh, dude.
And I didn't realize that like soy milk came in so many different kinds of, you know,
Do they have
Sweetened,
oatmeal? They have
unsweetened.
like oatmeal milk now. Like
oatmeal milk. Yeah, oatmeal milk, walnut milk, coconut milk.
Have
There's
we-
all
almond
kinds.
milk?
Have we just raised a society of just soft people now that like little lactose is just puts them over the edge?
Can't work
And
today.
butter too.
Little
Like
lactose.
butter. Like, can you tell the
Butter.
difference between salted and unsalted butter?
Yeah.
Really, I cannot.
Really?
I want them
Butter.
salty.
Secret.
But
I can't tell the
No.
difference.
no, dude. Well, I don't use margarine. I think margarine tastes like
No, I
absolute
use
No,
shit.
butter.
Yeah,
Butter.
Like
stick
butter.
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 I left a stick
That's a
out
good word.
overnight.
Gooch.
Just gooch.
Was that oil in the morning?
Butter.
No, I held up, man. It just is. I was watching. So like, I've been watching the Chef Show.
Oh yeah.
With John Favreau or Favreau.
Nice.
Dude, that shit was fucking bad. Like, all I want to do now is just cook.
Right.
Like maybe we should talk about Phil's freaking eatery.
Right.
In the
Let's
future.
get some. I love to cook too. For
Just
those
make
of you that
bar
don't
food.
know, I love to cook. I feed these guys at my house as much as I can.
It's been a
and
Love
minute.
it.
It's been a minute.
It's usually Italian food. So
Yeah, dinner times around the Smith household's like 7, so I'll just usually pop by. Hey guys, what's up? Oh, you guys eating? No, okay.
I'm
we,
so
we've
full.
fed Aaron a couple times
Oh, yeah.
since the shutdown.
I just lucked out. I just rolled in and I'm like, oh shit, there's food on the table.
Yeah.
my man, can you scoot over?
Dude, I'm so
There's-
full after I leave your house, bro. I can't move.
There's always food at my house, and there's
Oh.
always enough for everybody. So
Yeah, we just
Because
roll
you
up
guys
and
got a
get
small
donuts.
freaking army to feed.
we have 2 teenagers, which
Which little garbage disposal.
it's hit or miss though. Sometimes they'll eat everything on the table, and sometimes they won't touch anything.
Yeah.
That's how it is with my boys. My oldest, I make him the littlest plate I can because I know the more he has on his plate, the longer it's going to take him to eat it because normally he'll just pick at it. So,
That's pretty much what we do for Phil
my
as well.
youngest though, man, he eats like, he's
Anything.
like, it's going out of style, man. The kid just munches down.
So what'd you learn how to cook in the chef show?
Nothing, because all these like they just go and visit these like really awesome chefs. Like I watched the ceviche get made.
Oh yeah.
Ceviche is gross, dude.
Cold
It's just
salsa,
cold,
right? Yeah.
cold salsa
I
with
don't
meat
like
in
cold
it.
meat, bro. Either like
No.
it's like.
If I was gonna eat
weird.
cold meat, I'd go eat slices of freaking honey gold fucking
It's
like
where
cold
does this
cuts,
go?
bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I'm not a big fan of ceviche. We had that ceviche that one time, and there's nothing good. There's nothing cool about like steak cold,
No.
No,
unless it's like a leftover Chipotle burrito.
Oh, so good.
well, at least the ceviche we had was like Wagyu beef, which is like
Ooh.
the most expensive cut
Yeah.
that you can get.
Yeah.
Japanese cow or something, right?
No, but they were like, I don't know, dude. I want to be better at cooking.
We watch, my wife and I, we watch a lot of cooking shows. We love MasterChef and all the Hell's Kitchen
Oh, yeah.
episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
And
the ne-
Chopped.
yeah.
I can't
When
watch the
Vegas
baked
opens
one.
back up,
Oh yeah, hit some
Oh,
Gordon Ramsay
Roy
steak.
Choi, he has a restaurant there. It's like called like Best Friends or something. We
You
need
just
to try
gonna
that
go?
place
You
out.
gonna
That place
go?
looks so dope. It's like freaking Mexican and like Korean food like
Ooh.
mixed together.
Oh yeah.
But I
Interesting.
watch enough cooking shows, and with the knowledge that I've worked in a lot of restaurants in my day, and the knowledge that I feel, I think I could win MasterChef.
Bro.
I think if MasterChef ever came, because it's all home cooks.
Yeah.
You know
yeah.
what? I've heard that shit before from like all the fucking people that compete on MasterChef. Dog.
Really? I don't
like
know,
I
man.
got this in the bag.
I mean, I don't think I have it in the
He would
bag,
get a
but
call back.
I
for
got
sure.
my mama's
Call back.
brown apple Betty recipe that's gonna carry me to the end.
I think I could at least last to the top 10.
Yeah, bro.
You know?
Yeah.
It's like 26. Is it 26? They start with 26 home cooks,
Really?
and
But
but it's
like-
everything. It's baking. It's butchering a freaking chicken.
Tear out the
filleting
fish,
Yeah,
yeah,
like
tear-
breaking down meats, like
Yeah.
from.
I wouldn't
the
know where to
whole animal.
start. I'd just like look at it and be like, all right, well, can make
Jesus.
sorry,
Who's that?
sorry,
Oh, I already know who it
We
is.
already know.
sorry,
I wanna
but
get you in trouble.
I was like, I don't even know where I was going, but I would be able to if they gave butcher a
Like
you
a
know
full chicken.
full chicken
You
or like a
couldn't- you
fillet of
couldn't-
fish.
You couldn't break a chicken down
I mean-
into legs, thighs, breasts, and
It would look
They
pretty
got all
damn
that back
sloppy,
meat
but
too, though. Like when I buy a rotisserie chicken, so like I
yeah,
take
but
all
a
the
raw
meat parts.
chicken is different than tearing down a cooked chicken. Like there's a level.
I used
of,
to work at City Market's Deli, bro, and like
Yeah.
when we would do the rotisseries, those little chicken bodies, they look like babies, dude, because they got little arms and legs, and they're all slimy and gross, dude.
Ugh.
Like
Yeah, I
my
can't.
stomach would fucking turn
me
every
too.
time
I
I had to
couldn't
like
do it.
stick that little skewer in its little chicken ass and like.
that kind of stuff doesn't bother me, but like when I was a kid, like we butchered hogs and steer and wild game.
Nope.
So
Nope.
The only animal I've ever seen butchered was a chicken, and it was my grandma in Mexico, and like I told my
She's
dad,
like, what do you want for dinner or something?
I don't speak Spanish, so she was like, comer. I'm like, sí.
Yeah. What does that mean?
My
What is
dad's
Eat.
comer is
Eat?
like eat.
Okay.
So my dad's like, you want chicken tacos? I'm like, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, me gusta
So-
comer polo.
Oh.
So my grandma's like, okay, come on. So she goes and grabs it because they had live chickens and turkeys like in this pen separated.
Okay.
She grabs this fucking chicken, bro, and like I don't even know where this fucking machete came from.
She pulled out of her pocket.
Well, dude, it was somewhere, bro.
Machete.
Because like Mexican
Mexico,
grandmas
bro.
all wear aprons all day. It's like it's standard
Yeah,
issue.
bro,
Like once you
absolutely.
become a Mexican grandma, like you get bestowed an
It's
apron.
yeah.
So
it's a
that's probably where
ceremony
that
and
fucker
everything,
was.
bro.
Yeah, yeah. And then all of a sudden I see like just one swing, bro, blood squirting in my grandma's face.
Get
like
out
she
of
just
here, bro.
yeah, 2 whacks, bro. That chicken was flying across the yard.
Oh
The
my
other chickens
God.
were trying to eat its head, bro.
Oh.
Like, yeah, it was nasty.
Oh,
but
nasty.
those were some fucking killer chicken tacos, my
Where
guy.
they, oh, dude.
Oh yeah,
Fresh.
that's
For-
farm. That's farm to table
Oh,
right there,
buddy,
buddy. That's
Tortillas and all,
people-
bro.
Oh, yo, you.
I love
Yeah.
homemade
Every time my
tortillas,
dad
bro.
comes back
Oh,
from
man.
Mexico, man, he brings. I don't even know who makes the fucking tamales. But he brings like he's moving kilos across the border because he's got them all packed all tight in like these square packages,
Sealed
bro.
up, sealed up,
Yeah,
ready to
dude,
go,
I'm like,
yeah.
were these in a fucking tire? Like, how'd you get these over here?
Hide it in peanut butter.
Dude,
like-
something, yeah.
Oh no.
Oh, dude, yeah, like real Mexican food, like fresh Mexican food. That's my favorite ever.
Are you ever?
Is it true that they use a lot of onions in Mexico to flavor?
I don't know, man. I couldn't tell you.
No.
I mean, every time I order Mexican food, there's fucking onions all over it. So,
Tons of
Yeah.
onions.
Onions, yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Maybe they're just limited on what they've got. You know, onions grow wherever.
Yeah.
Chilies grow wherever. You know,
It's the
cilantro.
filler.
Yeah, you just
Dude.
use what you got.
So, does like cilantro taste like soap to any of you guys?
I don't
No.
like a lot of
I
cilantro,
love
bro.
cilantro.
I don't.
I like
Yeah.
a little bit.
Not
It's
a
like a gene.
little,
Like, so I
little.
was watching this show, and it's like a gene that, like, you have, and it makes certain things taste weird, and like for a lot of people, it makes it taste like soap.
Really?
I don't
Yeah, I
think
don't
it
think
tastes
so.
like soap.
It's
Cilantro
too
is good.
overpowering for me.
But
Yeah.
you can definitely go too crazy.
Yeah.
with that shit.
I feel like I have a very sophisticated palate, but at the same time, I feel like I will eat anything.
Yeah.
Like nothing bothers
Yeah,
me.
bro.
Don't
Like going
fucking,
out to eat
don't
with
break
you.
your arm jerking yourself
Hey
off.
now,
Yeah.
texture doesn't
Both
bother
hands.
me.
Oh no, can't do
I can't do-
texture.
I
Texture's
can't do
big.
texture.
Texture,
smell.
smell, temperature, even sight. Nothing bothers me.
I don't
just
get it, bro. I don't
The
get
only
it.
texture that has ever bothered me is like raw fish.
really.
Really?
Now, if it's cut too thick,
If it's cut too thick, yeah,
Yeah,
like thin,
mush.
like thin sliced
Little
fish
thin
is
sli-
good.
oh, yeah, bro.
yeah.
have,
soy
have you ever
sauce
had
on
like
it?
sashimi at a sushi restaurant and they cut the salmon just a little too thick?
Yeah, I
and it's
tried
like
it.
real hard to get down
Ugh,
because it's
yeah.
just like gummy and chewy and.
No.
Yes.
Spit that out. I can feel it in my mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'll
Spit it
still,
out.
I'll still swallow it. I don't
Oh,
care.
sick.
Hi.
I didn't realize texture was a problem for you, Amy. That's so weird. Something I didn't know about you, Amy.
Whatever.
Fun fact for you.
Oh boy,
Oh, no,
God,
yeah.
this boredom is killing me on the
Dude.
inside.
uh,
I went to the Riverwalk today and just walked.
Yeah,
Just
just,
walk.
just
I've been
walk
doing
in.
that with my
It's
kids.
like the
We
most-
just go.
Did,
Yeah.
you, did you put some ankle weights on or?
Ooh, little
No.
Power walk?
Yeah,
If I had them, I would have. No, so like the other day, I swapped out tires on the Jeep, and
Oh, I
I
forgot
was
to
like,
look at it.
yeah, wow, it's tires.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
It was like the most exercise I've gotten in so long. Like I was sore and like I thought I had a fever. Overexerted myself. Like you ever
You just.
like
so
feel like just
exhausted.
like you're sick when you just overworked yourself. You just feel like shit. That's how I felt.
I feel like I try to overwork myself as much as possible, so I don't get that too
Not
much.
me, buddy. I'm all about that. I'm all about taking it easy.
Just a Vicks and a humidifier
Yeah.
kind of night.
Did you rub your chest down?
I
Light
like
my
that
Jesus
feeling,
candle.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah, no man. I'm just big old lazy bitch these days. I don't know what to do.
I just want to play.
I'm just glad. Like I'm kind of nervous around being around a bunch of kids. 'Cause,
Right,
like
right.
they're-
Yeah.
it's for healthcare workers. It's so it's like I don't know what they've been exposed to. But
What's your age bracket?
well, so they have it. It's from like literally infants to like 16-year-olds.
Oh wow.
So I don't want to mess with the 16-year-old and like all the the.
Why, bro? You be cracking
teenagers.
jokes like Martin.
No, dude, I get in trouble because
Yeah, I
they
do.
would repeat something I said and
Yeah,
then I'd be
that's-
like, I'd get fired.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm surprised you didn't pick babies because you've had that fever.
It's going away.
Is it?
Yeah, baby
Yeah.
fever's kind of going away.
It's a way.
It hit hard,
Yeah.
and then it's been tapering off. So
You're
I
freaking me out with that.
I chose, dude. You think you were freaked out, bro? I was like
weirded
I'm
out
gonna
by
be
that.
31, man, and I got 2 kids. They're 11 and almost 12. Like, that's maybe one more, and then.
Maybe.
But considering the fact I got 3 baby mamas, man, I'm not trying to add one to the roster. So
We
You
don't
got
want
3 baby mamas?
I mean 2 baby
Two.
mamas.
Oh
Yeah.
wow, yeah. I
Yeah,
was
you don't
like,
want
whoa.
3 baby mamas.
I don't want 3.
Don't
Don't.
want 3.
No.
No.
Unless there was a strapping young lass that was willing to.
You made.
I thought I had that when I got married, bro. But
Yeah.
Dude.
I just another tire fire I had to jump out of.
Notch on the old belt.
No, so I picked Jesus. I picked 9 to 10 year olds.
Nice.
Because I don't know why they separate the 9 and 10 from the 7 and 8s. But I picked that
Obviously,
because I have a 9. I have 10, 11-year-olds.
Yeah.
So.
like 7 and 8. There's just, I'm sure that there's like some age demographic studies or something for why they do that. The same goes for like sports.
Yeah.
You know, you got 9 and 10 year olds are obviously, larger children, so they separate them from the smaller.
But I think because of the no 10 or more groupings, I think they're like assigning
Adult
each person with
person.
9 kids.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm excited, man.
I'd
Yeah,
say like
dude.
7 to 9 kids.
Drop
probably.
some wisdom on these youngsters.
Absolutely. School hard knocks will Aaron.
So is that all is for us for like
Yeah.
workers in the healthcare field?
Yeah.
Healthcare and first responders.
Oh,
right
that's
now.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is cool because they don't have a choice. They got to be at work.
Yeah, yeah.
So
They're the ones who can't stay home or work from home.
And one of our staff's spouse actually is pretty high up.
Yeah,
with our
she's the
boys.
director.
She's
for
the
the
director.
no,
Oh,
she's
wow.
the CEO.
Oh, the
She's-
CEO.
Yeah, out of town.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
is she
Stacy's
still-
the director.
Is
Okay.
she still working?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Everybody there's still
Yeah.
gung ho.
Yep.
They're just looking for more staff to.
Mm-hmm. I
take
think.
on the-
Yeah.
That's how I got my in. I know
Yeah.
people.
Mm-mm.
Jacob, are you run low?
I'm getting there. I'm kind of pacing
better hurry the
myself.
fuck
You
up.
know what I mean? Like
Slow and steady.
slow and steady.
Slow
wins
and
the race,
steady.
You know,
I don't
I'm
do
trying to
it.
redeem myself from
Slow
drinking them
and-
girly beers. No.
Slow and steady so we can drive home.
Oh, dude, ride home.
Oh, Jacob.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'll take another one.
All right, here I got one for you, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Don't knock that
I should
over.
have
Why did
missed
we
you
never
guys.
think about drinking on the pool table before?
This
where
is
we
a good
have, like,
idea.
this
Because it's a
pocket?
pool
It's a
table,
good
bro.
idea. Yes.
Mess that velvet up.
Dude, have you seen the Wayfair one, dude? It was like, all right, so it was a pool table, and it had like a big cover on it, so you could almost, and it had like the 2 bench seats on it. So you took the top off the cover. There's your pool table. Then you lift these little flaps up, and that's where your cues are and everything. And then
Oh,
when
heck
you
yeah.
want to store it, you put the top on. It's a little freaking bench. You know what I
tuck
mean?
it out
Just
like
this.
this?
I
Tuck
was
it
like,
out.
It was cool.
That sounds ghetto, dude. That sounds like a pool table with a fucking foosball table that you set on top.
I know,
of it,
but
bro.
when like you flip it over, and
Flip it
it's-
over and it's
yeah,
air hockey.
Dude. No, absolutely. Those
Like
little
low
ranky
air.
dank ones.
Little
yeah.
area, yeah. Dude, like, I want to air, like, when I was younger, I thought an air hockey table was a sign of, like, being
Wealth?
fucking loaded. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we lived in Indiana for a piece. And we had this neighbor, they lived in, like, this big friggin' Victorian house.
Oh.
Like, homie had a Game Boy, like the original Game Boy, that big old brick.
Oh, dumb.
He had like a game
Sega
room. We could play
Genesis.
Earthworm Jim on his Sega.
Oh man.
Like he had air hockay, dude. Like
Like
this
actual
cat,
air hockey?
dude, homie. Yeah, he had a
Sick,
typewriter, like where his mom would type. I guess I don't know. But I was like,
They have one of those
I
telegraph
was just like,
machines.
now this is class,
A typewriter.
dude. I think I was
Tasteful.
probably like Adam when my little brother was even born. I was like 5. I was probably like 6 or 7.
Mhm.
But yeah, dude, like so ever since like when I see people with air hockey tables, I'm just like a man of class.
You
I see you play in the clouds.
Oh, bro. How come
I
you
always
don't have
thought
air
that
hockey
like
table?
porch swings, like people with porch swings, like you've made it when you have a porch swing. Like
I don't like porch swings, man, because most of the time it's like those, like polyester, like
Little
things.
swanky
They're
dink.
just dust catchers, like like dust just
Oh,
flying.
like
I'm
a
talking about
grandma's
like a
house one, like a
wooden-
Wooden one?
porch
Oh,
swing.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like when you got a wooden porch swing, like that you can just go sit on the porch, like you
Gazebo.
made it.
Yeah.
That's why we never had. Well, see, like me and my brothers, man, we were fucking destructive. That's why we never had anything like Someone fucked up and got us
Suplexed
BB
them
guns
on it.
one time, one year.
That was a
Like
bad
all the
idea.
sensor lights around the house were gone. Dude, we were shooting everything, man.
Oh,
Like my
bad
dad
idea.
called us the destroyers because like all of our toys were broken. Like
I think that's just boys.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
a boy thing.
my kids, you know what? Maybe no, because my kids they don't trash their shit like me and my brothers did. Like,
Yeah, but your kids are like my boys destroy everything.
do they? Is
Yeah.
that right,
There's-
Christy? The little destroyers.
Mhm.
Like my boys, the first thing when they get something, they have to like disassemble it to see how it works, and then pray that I can put it back
Right,
together
yeah.
for them so it'll work properly.
Does White break his shit?
Yes. He'll have it for maybe like 20 minutes and then it's like broke.
Fucking broken.
Yeah.
Bro, it makes me mad, especially when it's a cool toy or something.
Yeah, it's like, how did you
Piss
break
me
this?
off. Like,
Especially Nerf guns.
I don't
Because
do all
those
that.
bad boys cost so much money and then like all of a sudden they don't work.
We have a Nerf gun arsenal. At
Yeah,
our
so
house.
does
Like,
Wyatt.
an arsenal. Like I literally built a pegboard so that we could wall shadow all of the freaking arsenal guns.
Damn. Nerf guns, much
But
as Legos too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
Legos.
But I
Those
do
are the
like-
worst.
I
It's
do
like
the
Philip's
rivals.
Philip's bedroom looks like the fucking Unabomber's room, dude.
Right? Like
He's got like building plans and shit on his wall. And, like, he's running Nerf guns and all kinds of disassembled shit on the ground,
And like all he talks about is like hunting and
killing stuff.
killing
I
stuff.
tell you, bro, like
Shit.
just keep an eye on that. You just keep a real close eye on that.
He gives me hope that there's still like boys will be boys, you know.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I
My
like
kid,
it.
like, he has played outside so hard
I bet,
over the last
I
few
bet.
days. He is just filthy, dirty every night. I'm like,
See,
you
dirty
need
kids are
to get in
okay.
the shower.
Not sticky.
I've been getting better about not sheltering
Not
the children.
sticky. She's
Yeah,
two.
it's okay to be
Oh.
dirty, not sticky.
Smelly now.
It's a little smelly now.
Dude, I think
Sticky.
all kids under 3 are sticky.
Yeah,
They're
no,
always
you're right.
sticky.
Yeah, you're
all
right.
kids under 3 are
Yeah.
sticky.
Sticky. Yeah.
When I see these kids at the store and they got freaking mocos hanging over their face,
Oh man.
like all I want to do is just go and clean their face.
Yeah.
Here you go. I
Look
got
at their
you.
parents. I'm like,
Do you
Like,
really?
like one shoe on, mocos,
Just a
like no
diaper,
haircut
you
in
know?
like
Yeah, dude.
6 months. Like,
diaper getting ready to explode into little
Yeah.
gelatinous crystals,
Ew,
dude.
no.
Like,
Yeah.
like, take care of your kid.
Oh man.
Nell's always without one shoe, and it's
Most-
because she takes it off and throws it away.
those kind of people, like, most of the time, there's like Mountain Dew to be drank.
Dude, I saw this video on Reddit.
Oh my gosh.
Like this couple they were going fucking apeshit because they had like 14 24 packs of Mountain Dew in their car. That's all they had. Homeboy had like a bleach blonde ponytail, like shaved sides, and
Oh,
like
no.
like sweat shorts on, and like his
Tank
wife.
top.
Him and his wife were wearing the same outfit, bro. Like
Oh,
a
no.
big, like plus size shirt with sweat shorts, and like freaking ponytails, bro.
Like Adam
bleached,
Sandler
yeah.
wear.
And like a name that says like Chad.
Or like fart loading, like
Yeah.
loading bar.
I'm with stupid. Like,
I'm with this. This is my bitch.
Yeah.
king and queen, bro. Yeah.
I'm her king. He's my queen.
Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Oh shit! Speaking of freaking bleach blonde pony, have you seen what is it, Tiger King?
Yes.
Dude, that show
Oh
gave
my
me
lord.
that show gave me such bad anxiety. Like I just assume that anyone who owns an exotic animal is out of their fucking mind. Cause
Wait, what is this about?
Okay,
What is this?
so there's a
Break it
Netflix
down.
show called The Tiger King, and if you haven't seen it, it is like 5 episodes. They're like an hour apiece,
Alright.
and it is like just the most addicting, ridiculous, appalling, like monstrosity like that you can ever watch. Like it is just tacky filth television.
Well,
but,
like so you've got the one guy. He's like got 3 husbands.
yeah,
Like on an episode, like they literally showed footage. One of their handlers got their freaking arm tore off.
yep.
He walks into
By
the
a-
gift shop.
by a tiger.
Yeah, by a freaking tiger.
Oh
She
my
stuck her
God.
hand in the cage and he ripped her arm off. Like,
Get out of here.
so he walks into the gift shop. All right, folks. I'm just gonna tell you now before the news does. We have one of our keepers get your arm ripped off by a tiger. I can either give you a voucher or I can give you your money back. But we gotta get you out of here.
Fuck that! I don't want to see it. Like,
And all the people were like, just freaking floored. They didn't know what to say.
oh my god!
And then
Did you imagine your little kid or
Well,
something?
Like 90% of it was like they're not supposed to, but they were breeding these tigers, and the breeding process was because people paid more money to play with a tiger cub
Right.
versus
that's
and they
messed up.
grow like tigers grow really fast. So there's like this window,
It's like 3 months
3 months
that they can make money off of like photos with the baby the
Yeah.
babies. Because once they hit 6 months, like they
They're
can take
huge.
freaking fingers off.
They can
dude.
take your face off.
Yeah, dude.
Damn.
Like a 6-month-old
6
tiger
month?
cub can
Oh my
freaking like
gosh.
tear your face off,
Jesus.
and not even like be trying to
Just
like
playing with you,
just
bro.
playing with you.
Wow.
But they have like
They're
how
overwhelmed
many?
with
Did he have like
tigers.
178
Yeah,
tigers?
I
Oh
thought
my
127.
Okay, something like that.
So this is one of the episodes
Yeah.
on this whole
And
show,
then
right?
Well, there's like it's like multiple people in the tiger business. Because there was another guy that they called like Doc or something, right?
He had like this weird sex cult.
Yeah.
Like he had like 7 wives, and like he took it on apprentices. They had to be like 17-year-old girls, and they had to live on the compound.
Mark Kelly shit.
Dude, like
Yeah.
R. Kelly will go with tigers.
Yeah.
And so they had that freaking guy, and then but like the common theme of the show is y'all hate this one chick that's like a animal rights person, you know, like.
But
trying
she that was like her hustle though.
What do you mean? What was her hustle?
Her hustle was that she was like a what's it called?
I'm like 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh,
in.
okay.
Okay.
Her hustle is that she's like a what do they call when they save them?
Like a
Like a
rescue?
rescue.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Her
messed
hustle
up.
is that she's a rescue,
That's right.
but
Alibi.
she's really doing the same shit
No doubt.
that the rest of them are doing. She's just calling her sanctuary,
Wow.
her place a sanctuary.
So she's doing all this virtue
Right.
signaling, but she's just
Yeah.
doing the same old.
And really, out of everybody, like her sanctuary had the smallest cages, like the like weeds everywhere, like terrible conditions for these big cats, and like these other guys that even though they led a pretty strange lifestyle,
They like legitimately
they
cared about those
legitimately
animals.
cared about it. Yeah. And but there was something where I just saw I was watching Pat McAfee's podcast, and he was
Hey, you
saying
got my change from that beer, homegirl? Yo, I know there was like $30.
Yes, I do. It's in my purse.
Well,
Over there.
She better find its way back in my pocket.
every dollar counts right now.
It's a hard time. Sorry.
I'm taking
No.
10
All
Am I
right.
right?
Well,
You ain't taking
for
shit.
gas. Yes.
Back
No,
to the
I was
point.
Take
so,
it back in his
I was
hand.
watching Pat McAfee's podcast, and
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
no,
you
you're
guys.
good. Which, if you haven't checked out Pat McAfee's podcast, Pat McAfee was a punter. Used to play for the Indianapolis Colts. He's now since retired from the NFL, and his podcast is majority about the NFL, but they kind of branch out everywhere. But it's a great, hilarious podcast. Check it out.
Nice.
But he was saying that there was like a place, I want to say in Indiana or Illinois, where the guy had like a ton of big cats and opened up all the cages and freaking blew his brains out. Yeah.
I heard that.
And there was
Get
like
out of
freaking
here.
lions and panthers and stuff like
Oh,
roaming the streets of this town,
no.
and they had to put them all down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Do you
Like
imagine
100
going outside?
like over 100
Dude,
big cats.
go out in your
fucking
front
lion
yard,
walks
like,
by
Yeah.
you, and because they're kind of used to people, so they're not like
Still.
skittish, but it's like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that's a panther.
It's a damn jungle cat. Like, I knocked it over.
We watched it on Sunday, the whole thing, like
You
binged
watched the whole
it
thing?
straight through. And after it was over, my wife and I looked at each other and we were just like, well, that was interesting. Like,
Wow.
I guess like tigers are kind of affordable too. Like I think you said $2,000
for a cub,
for a
yeah.
cub.
Why
Well,
would you do that to a tiger though if you can't like actually facilitate it? Like, why
But
would
a
you
lot of the times, though, they were selling them to like other.
Just not Joe Blow.
Yeah, it wasn't like
Okay,
it wasn't
good,
like,
yeah.
hey, you want one of these?
Yeah, these ain't like a
no,
fucking
it wasn't
pet.
like that.
Okay,
like they were
good.
selling them to like zoos
Oh, all right.
and like other cat sanctuaries.
You know what's
and
crazy?
things.
Like I mean,
However,
they were pretty successful with breeding them.
yeah,
You know, they could definitely like hook up all the zoos around because you know zoos are like, oh, you know.
they were actually saying though that there's more big cats
Like ink.
in the United States than there are actively in the wild.
Wow.
Damn.
It's crazy.
Because of the breeding processes that they're doing.
Jeez.
And then there's like this, I don't want to spoil too much since you're not all the way through, but they were
Spoil me,
saying
Daddy.
because they bred so many of them for profit that 90% of the time they euthanized a majority of the younger
Wow.
Oh wow.
tigers because that doc guy told, what's the guy's name with the
It's Joe Exotic.
Joe Exotic.
Yeah.
So that Doc Antle told Joe Exotic, right now this cub makes you money. Eventually that tiger is going to be a bill.
What a scumbag.
Yeah.
Scum.
So it's
Scum.
just crazy. And then but yeah, if you haven't seen Tiger King, watch it. It is trash TV at its finest, but it is a documentary that will keep your interest as long as you can stand to look at what you're looking at. Because
Nice.
There's some shit I can't watch on Netflix, like the trial of what was that?
I will not watch that.
I did.
I
It
will
was
not watch
awful.
that.
I couldn't watch that, and Don't Fuck with Cats.
I haven't tried to watch that one.
Like, you know, it starts out with like, I guess there's some dude made a video about he like tortured these little kittens, and then because the internet is just this crazy thing, like people like could reference like things in the background, and like they actually found where he was, like they could trace him. Yeah.
I watched some crazy shit, man. I got baked to watch Onward. Like,
Yeah, I was Onward.
It was a great movie, bro.
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Dude,
like,
if
I give it 5 stars.
Onward
like,
is dope. It was
it's
such a good movie.
Great
But
kids,
if you don't
like,
have a brother, like
yeah.
it's kind of like, you know, it's just entertainment for you. Like, have you watched it yet?
I haven't watched it yet.
Disney Plus,
watch
right?
that.
We rented Harriet the other night.
Harriet the Spy?
No, Harriet. is
Oh,
the name.
like to Harry Tubman?
Harriet
oh, okay.
Tubman.
Oh,
Gotcha.
was that a
That
good
was
one?
a freaking great
No
movie.
shit. All right.
Harriet the Spy.
Jesus.
No, well, I mean, she was a spy
I like
I watched
for the
Good
Union
Burger
Army.
with T
Oh
last
yeah.
night.
Oh yeah.
You watched what?
Good Burger?
You bringing
Good
it back?
Burger?
Dude, I miss the 90s so much.
I know. Wasn't
Everything
the 90s
about the
great?
style,
All that.
the move, like the cinematography that they had in the 90s.
So
like,
different.
It's just so
So
good.
different.
It's so staple 90s.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, like you think 90s, you see that orange VHS that you get when you buy like a Nickelodeon movie.
Yeah. Today's the 25th of March. I saw a meme yesterday that's March 24th. It said 36 years ago today, like a bunch of kids met in detention. I guess it was like the 36th
okay.
anniversary of Breakfast Club,
Yeah.
which just like you're saying with 90s movies, like
Yeah.
80s movies have their
Yeah, exactly.
staple.
Dude, I turned
things too.
31.
I was like,
in
isn't your
2 days.
birthday? Yeah. I was like,
27.
what are we supposed to do, bro? Cookout?
You can't even get a tattoo,
Yeah,
bro.
you can't even get a
Can't
tattoo.
get a tattoo. Jacob was gonna take me
I
to
was
La
gonna
Petite
dude,
Chablis.
that was gonna be a great night.
I don't know. I'll probably just
Like, you wanna? I mean, we should do
like. So
something.
I was way too depressed to do shit when I turned 30. I literally sat at home and just like drank.
Really? Why?
Cause dude, well,
No, we went to Pizza Madness.
yeah, we went to Pizza
We went to
Madness.
Pizza Madness.
Well, I was like balls deep in my divorce, and like I can't remember. Yeah, it was just a real shitty year last
Yeah, it
year.
was-
So
Dirty 30.
Dirty
on
30,
Top of, like
on
on
divorce.
top of divorce,
On top. You know?
yeah,
We're reborn, bro.
yeah.
30, you know, 30.
Read like
I
a
don't think
fucking
30
phoenix.
bothered me that much. 25 was a tough one for me because it's like that halfway to 50.
Yeah, I feel you.
And you know, 35 was like a you know, like a milestone. And then anything past 35 has just been another birthday. You know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. 31. It just, I'm like having a hard time with it. Like,
Really?
Yeah,
31?
dude.
Why?
I had a hard time turning 30.
Really?
I just don't want to
Yeah.
be old.
You're not old.
I mean, I had all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff happening when I was 30. Like we
Like,
had
I
a
feel
baby
like
coming,
yeah.
and
But those are like good things.
we pretty much just got
Yeah.
married.
I feel like our 30s were like taken from us.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
going through a pretty sticky divorce yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I mean, I waited. I was smart. I waited to get married until I was older, and then we relatively quickly got pregnant following the marriage, and we had all these things. 30 wasn't that.
Wanted to squeeze a baby out right away, huh? Christy?
Gotta lock
that
it
one
in.
down. Like.
Trap that. Did you know when you married Brandon that he was going to be the fucking toast of Canyon City?
I'm not that. That is not.
Brandon, you're so full of shit. Brandon posts his name tag from City Market on Facebook, and everyone is just like, "Oh, Brandon, we love you." Just, yeah. Oh, Daddy, yeah, we love you so much.
Shower me. Like.
Shout out, Daddy.
Well, I
Love
saw
it.
so many of my
Love it.
clients today. I was like, I might as well just put this out
Right,
because
make it
No, yeah.
Facebook
everyone know.
official.
Let everyone know
Bro.
you're one of them. Yeah.
One of them, huh?
Like, see, I'm just a normal guy like everybody else.
Uh-oh.
What we got?
Oh no.
Stay at home starts at
6
8
a.m.
Mine says 8 a.m.
March 26th.
Yeah.
They really put an alert out like that?
Yeah, they
All right, guys, stay home.
at home.
Stay home. I mean, our next podcast will probably take place in my living room, since we're not supposed to be down here.
We could, yeah. Well, no, it's
God
tomorrow. And
damn.
we're fine now.
We're
What
fine
is that? Are
now,
you getting
but-
yelled at? Let me see.
You should see all of them.
The next one though, the
Yeah,
next
the next
podcast
one.
might be in my
You can have
living
at my
room.
house, bro. Like all my like Dragon Ball Z like skateboards in the background. Like
Yeah, we can do that too.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
show everyone how fucking mature a 31-year-old is.
We're gonna
Should I
have
come
some
in like my
time,
Pikachu
so all we're
onesie
gonna
or
do
what?
is podcast.
If you got me a Pikachu onesie, I would wear that shit.
Ooh, little
That's
ears
what
and
I get you for
everything.
your birthday.
Little tail.
Yeah.
Good luck. Are you
Well,
gonna order it online and?
I don't know
Oh, I'll
what he
find
said,
it. Hi.
Got some fans of the
Bye.
podcast.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Yes.
Before it's too late.
We should have given him a sticker.
Speaking of like and subscribe, if you haven't liked and subscribed, hit that like,
Get
hit
up
that subscribe
on
button.
there. Absolutely.
That was a good one.
I see you're still getting vape juice.
Yeah, I thought you were quitting, bro.
No, I'm on
What
my
happened?
last little bit, and I'm gonna be done because I'm trying. Like, I don't want to compromise my lungs because of this virus. If I catch it, could be deadly. Could you imagine? What if like old Aaron fucking kicked the bucket?
I
What would
wouldn't
you
know
do?
what I would do, bro.
Would you just jump in the hole with me,
I
bro?
would
Like
be
I'm
fired.
going with him. I can't do it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No.
I'll just
It's
take
just.
your chair.
Yeah.
I'll move
Just
it.
bury me with all my shit.
Yeah, bro.
I don't want my brothers getting nothing. My kids, they need to know what struggle's like, so they get nothing either. I grew up on struggle and then like built character. My kids.
Can we make the like a Phil's Barber Company Jeep out of your Jeep? Like like a
No, I want you to roll that in the hole with me, buddy. I'll take all of my shit, not just some of my things.
Line
all
up,
my
like
things.
you
No,
gotta
no leg up. Like,
give us dibs,
want
bro.
your kids to like know what poverty tastes like.
Bill Gates style.
You know what poverty tastes like, bro? When you put Taco Bell sauce in ramen noodles, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you don't know what poverty tastes like, that's
That's
terrible.
poverty, huh?
that's just about there.
That's awful.
I thought that was like Sunday lunch. Go ahead.
No, this shit's just a waste of money. It's a crutch. I'm trying to stop being such a big fat bitch. Trying to stop vaping. Trying to stop drinking as much. I mean,
This
it's
is
hard when you're
preach.
bored.
This is legitimately the most alcohol consumption that I've had
For
in
real?
like a month. Like
I
I
was-
never drink.
Yeah, bro, I was dried out, and then old Governor Polis, in his infinite wisdom, slapped us with a ban. And now
Shut
we
it
gotta sit in the
down.
house now. So. No, I'm glad to be like doing something. So like working, it's gonna be cool. Take my,
That's my biggest thing is just boredom. Like, really, if we're being 100% honest, like going from having coaching 2 baseball teams and city council and the barber shop, like I'm so bored. I am on.
Christy,
Go.
is it nice to not have to do baseball shit and?
Take a little
Like-
break, huh?
Oh yeah, I know you're loving life right
Yeah.
now.
Just kicking it.
You miss it?
Well, but at the same time, like all we're doing is delaying the inevitable. And when baseball actually hits, when we actually start playing,
We're gonna be
like
busy.
it's gonna be
Crazy.
like.
But are you guys
freaking
gonna- are they
games
gonna-
every night?
Soccer, and so the fact that he doesn't get to do soccer is breaking my heart, and I can't help him because I know nothing about soccer.
Who knows?
Go be a
anything
goalie
about- I don't know
outside.
anything
I don't
about
know
soccer.
shit.
We've been
about
going
soccer,
outside. Wyatt's been hitting the
Bob and
ball,
weave.
and I'm just like, oh, I'm so sad that like he's missing out on stuff that he enjoys.
Right. We did finally. So I bought my older boy. We bought my older boy a basketball hoop
Oh,
in like
nice.
2016 for Christmas.
Finally,
We never
yeah.
put it
You're a
together.
pain in the ass.
I'm bad like
We
that.
finally put it together.
Fuck
Like
yeah.
we got the hoop up, man.
Nice.
The kids have been hooping.
Do street
for-
ball.
right?
Little street ball.
And the neighbors have one, so they can play full court now.
Aaron, you gonna ball
nice.
up, bro.
Bro, go get. Let's,
Me and you
let's
against
go
Philip
get
and Jake.
Be checking kids out.
Yeah.
Be like cable guy, like all sweaty. Like,
Oh, it's so nasty.
My
Shirt
kids-
skin.
Yeah.
No.
Literally nothing has changed for my kids because they like don't go outside. They like to play video games. Always dicking around on their phones. So like they're loving life. Dude, Tristan was like, "Dad, are you gonna go get a job?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro, I gotta do something." He's like, "How about you just cut hair at the house, and then you don't have to work?" I'm like, "I can't do that. It's illegal now."
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like hard for them to
He, like,
like, try
doesn't-
to
he-
fathom that.
He can't see me like in the workforce, dude. It's like it's weird to him.
Even Philip, when I told Philip that I was gonna get a job, he told me that I was gonna look weird in a grocery costume.
Costume. That's what uniforms are to him.
Costume. Yeah.
Costume.
It's a good word for it.
Like, you're gonna look weird in that grocery costume.
It's kind of what it feels like. It's like, all right, guys, let's go get jobs.
I know. Like, I feel like I haven't had
like
a real job in
it's like summer
probably
break.
6,
Summer
7 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing hair longer than all of us, almost. Brandon probably OG,
Brandon,
and then you.
yeah.
I've been doing this for 3 years.
I'm on
Jacob
4.
just popped his
Just
cherry.
popped my first year. So,
Yeah.
And just writing shit.
That's
And
what it's
poor
like.
Lori, like,
Just
she
starting.
had all her struggles in
Lori's
the
used to
beginning.
not
Right.
working though, so
Yeah.
I think she's all right. I think she's doing good.
But she had like all her struggles trying to get her license,
Yeah.
and then she finally gets to work, and we
she-
shut down.
Yeah, got a month
just-
in.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the fan.
that's
And then like the person that my heart goes out to the most is Huck.
right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Guy had a week left of school, trying to graduate from barber school, and
That's
and get
crazy.
going, and now
He's adapting though. Like he was taking shirtless gym selfies. Now he's taking shirtless like working out outside selfies. So
well, there you go.
he's doing all right.
Adapt,
He's
no
making it.
problem.
He's making do.
Yeah.
He's making do. Staying pretty through this
Yeah.
whole mess.
Oh, dude, if I could take my shirt off, I would too. But you don't want to see all
Take your
this.
shirt off, Daddy. I want to see.
You want me right now?
No.
No.
Just come over to my house and we'll play like shirtless dad basketball.
Dude, like, we're gonna make that a thing, bro.
Shirts and
Dad
skins.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dad bod ball.
Till we don't have dad bods.
Dude,
We're
we'll
just
look
gonna
like
ba-
tether ball.
We're just
We're
gonna
like-
ball till we don't have dad
Tether
Dude,
bods.
Yeah.
you know what? We'll look like a friggin' softball, like a co-ed softball team. All
Yes,
these
we
dudes,
will.
Yeah,
all
we
these
will.
shirtless dad bods, like
Bandanas
with
on.
their Oakley fucking oil rigs
Yeah.
on,
radars, bro.
and their fucking $500 baseball bats. Like, this one's for you, babe. Like smacking a home run from the new pitcher, bro. That like the stay-at-home mom. Hell yeah.
On the real note.
Co-ed,
bro.
non-competitive league.
What the fuck, bro? You were open. You were right there, bro. How'd you let it get past you, bro?
Oh no.
That's why I don't play softball.
All right, guys, let's hit the Applebee's. We're done. Let's wrap it up.
Got reservations with my boys.
What's that from? Dude? What movie
Oh,
is that from?
dude, Road Trip or what's it called?
It's
with
like-
Robert Downey and Galifianakis.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
What's that movie called?
Was it like Due Date?
Due
Date.
Date.
Yes.
That's a great movie,
He
dude.
was in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
Fuck,
no.
how long have we been
Trains
going for?
Dude,
Christy,
are we-
you got a time on this?
Christy, what's the time? What are we looking at here?
Oh god, it's
Tell me it's still
8:30.
recording.
52:30.
52
minutes.
Jesus.
Wow.
All right, let's wrap this shit up.
What are we gonna? How are we gonna?
Let's toast to new beginnings,
Yeah,
Yes.
Real jobs.
real jobs.
real jobs.
Jacob?
Jacob, do fucking something with your life.
Try to not,
Apply at City Market, bro.
Come watch
not
kids
wake up
with me.
before noon.
Yeah.
We'll team up.
We'll do night crew together.
Yes.
Well, thanks for watching our silly little podcast. Like and subscribe if you haven't. I'm trying to become a YouTube sensation, so the sooner I can leave this fucking pack of scumbags behind for fame, the better.
Bro, you can't divorce us, bro. Come on.
I'm taking you with me.
Yeah, that's right.
He already
Thank
told
you.
he already told me that he will choose fame over barbering.
Yes. Yes, he does.
All
Sign
right,
a contract.
let's get the F out of here.